We are live from the National Petrified Forest. We just entered and got our annual pass. We already had one. I think it was about expired. We got one in Hawaii last year, but I believe it's expired and we forgot it anyway, so we got a new annual pass. We are going to be driving through the Petrified National Forest here. And there's about 12 or 14 stops along the way. We're in the RV, 40-foot RV. There's two of the stops that we can't go to. The rest of them we're going to go through. As long as the internet holds out, you guys can ride along with us. And we will show you. I've got a remote camera here with my iPhone that I'll take you around from when we get out and see some of the views and also some of the road along the way. And if you've been here before, let us know what you thought about it. If you haven't been here before, yeah, they got huge RV parking. We got the first one here, and we're going to look out over a pretty cool lookout here in just a second.
Jordan, you saw Snake?
Yeah, we can get out if you want.
Well, it looks like they would like to get out.
Yeah, let's get out.
Isn't this the Painted Desert?
I don't know which one it is. We're going to go see. It looks like it is the Painted Desert. So.
Go ahead. I want to see where you guys gonna go out? You want to go out and see?
Yeah. We want to go look for animals. You have plastic baggies?
Oh, yes. I get it.
There's a bee.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to see one circle around the picture.
Okay, can you guys sit down for a second?
I sat on his butt because
Uh-oh. Are you at the Painted Desert? I gotta wait for the rest of the kids to get out in front of me. Weston, you need to go that way, buddy. Don't step on the dog.
I'm just gonna go. What is that for?
All right, let's go.
What is it?
The kids got their Junior Ranger books and badges.
Peyton's helping Weston.
Oh, I need to get my stuff. See that birdie?
Let's go check it out, Jaden.
What are you doing?
Let's go check it out.
Walk up to that. He's running away. He's like, you don't want to go back. Oh, I'm running. That is a huge.
Beautiful day here.
Pick it up. Okay, I'm gonna look through my book and see if there's anything else.
What are you gonna do, Peyton?
Oops, wrong thing. I'm looking to see if there's anything in here that I could do. Right here.
Matt's got his GoPro going. Is that an 8? Is that a new toy too?
I guess I could go down there.
$200 off sale.
I figured it was a GoPro 8 because it doesn't have the housing, so it's got the ability to connect to it without the housing.
Pretty handy.
Yep, pretty cool. We got a bird visitor. We'll go get an interview from this bird here and see if he wants to tell us anything. That is a big bird right there. Look at that giant bird. He's not scared of me at all. All right, I think we're done with the painted desert. Well, we are, but the kids aren't. You guys about ready?
No, we can't find any animals yet. Look at that croaker.
Well, there'll be other stops. Okay.
Why are you pulling your finger out?
You guys ready to get back in? Go to the next view? Having a Snicker bar? Finally, yeah, that was 2 nights ago. Oh, I'm rounding them up and she's telling them to go take a picture.
Listen to Grandma.
I'm gonna get a wide angle one before you guys move.
There we go. So we are at the painted desert, if you couldn't tell that already. I took my Rode mic off, so sorry if the audio out here is not that great. I'm just getting a final picture at the painted desert, which is stop number 1 at the Petrified National Forest. And then we're going to get back in and continue on the way. We didn't get the dogs out at this stop, but they just got out at the visitor center, so we'll wait till a stop down the road to get them out. All right, let's get back up here, wait for them to load up, and then we'll get going. Just change the camera back around to the front camera so I can put it on the road for you guys. There we go. All right, I see Brian with Castle Heights. How you doing, Brian? I'm not sure what the next stop is. Let's see the map here.
Okay, now I'm going to try to find what? How much have you got?
We've been to the Painted Desert Visitor Center.
Weston.
And then we went to the, let's see here. That must have been to Pony Point, which is the just the viewpoint of the Painted Desert. We're going to continue on, and we're going to see the Painted Desert Inn, National Historic Landmark, here in just a second, after we get everybody loaded back up. Looks like with the photographer with us, it might be longer stops than what we normally take. So Matt's got his multiple cameras together and taking pictures. They say it takes, if you stop at all the stops, around 2 hours to get through. We'll see how long it takes. It's we started right about, what time is it now?
Busted.
About 15 minutes ago. So we started right around 11:45.
You can do 7.
I assume audio and video is okay. I haven't seen any comments coming in, rolling in saying that you can't hear or you can't see. Looks like they're getting ready to load up right now. We'll continue on the Painted Desert, or the Petrified Forest.
Doesn't my drawing look like a duck? Grandpa.
What?
Grandpa. Doesn't my drawing, doesn't it look like a duck? Just that.
Good deal. What other things do you guys need to do in your books? I'll look out. I'll keep an eye out. If I see anything. All wildlife?
A lot of animals.
A lot of animals you need to identify?
Well, we don't need to identify all of them.
Just if you see them, make note of it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, also there's a thing called what? Okay, you let it 3 flies.
Trying to get good camera views.
Yes.
We're letting flies in. I'm going to have a job of killing flies later, I can see.
Hold on, buddy.
So one of my favorite parts of last year's summer was the Rocky Mountain, Rocky Mountain National Park was the Junior Ranger programs that we got to do with the kids, and they were very excited when they got to the visitor center and they grabbed up their Junior Ranger books and their new badges. So I didn't realize you get a badge for each national park you go to, so they're pretty excited about it.
They were a little disappointed that they didn't get to actually participate with
The program?
Yeah, but I explained to them it's because of the COVID thing.
Oh, they're not doing the programs.
No, that's why they got the badge and everything right there.
So they're not doing the programs right now. They're just self-serve. You take them and you kind of go through yourself. So, hey, Gary Henry, we got your grandkids with us, and your son is right in front of us in their car. So our next viewpoint will be the Painted Desert National Historic Landmark, or the Painted Desert Inn. I'm not sure if we'll stop there.
Is that pretty, Weston?
I'm looking out for any animals. I don't see any animals to point out to you guys right now on your Junior Ranger badges.
So, Raven?
It was like, what is the blue
Mesa Trail?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up.
Oh, I should probably read the paper.
Oh, there you go. Here's another lookout spot.
Oh, wow.
Wow, look at
That was
this.
just a small view as we come
Wow!
around
Weston's
Only if I had my camera.
here. We don't have to
So
stop.
pretty how they
there.
Oh, look,
I think Matt's going to stop a lot.
Oh,
He's taking a lot of
that's
pictures.
I'm just gonna go over so they can still look out the window. You can look out the window.
The dirt? Yes, a big dirt.
Big dirt, isn't that beautiful? No, we're not getting out, Landon. We're just looking. Uncle Matt's taking some pictures. Not at this one.
Okay, then I'm gonna start going out.
Okay. Isn't
I
that
just wanted to read that.
Well, you'll have to read the story behind it and see.
Is there a story over here?
No, doesn't it say in your book what it is?
Where are we at?
This is I'm gonna open these just to give nice food. What, buddy?
Oh, Painted Desert.
All right.
No, I only
We're done taking pictures now. We're going to move on to the next location here once I get a driver back. And
hope the animals
my driver's
make their home in
doing
this
other
section.
duties. She's got like 14 different hats. I'm the cameraman. What else am I? What else am I? What other hats do I have? I fixed the slide out.
I'm just reading.
You did. I
I
appreciate
fixed the
it.
GFCI,
No, you didn't. We just plugged in your touch it and checked it this time.
but it's working now.
I don't need that.
I haven't fixed the water pump yet, but we'll get to that.
It says, okay, we're not.
What other hats do I wear?
Correct.
We're
Are you
a
between
poop hat,
7 and 10?
sewer hat,
Yes.
electrical
Complete
hat,
at
a
least
water hat.
5 activities.
You wear a hookup hat.
Well, hookup hat.
Hookup hat.
That's do 5.
Want a hookup.
Not the kind of hookup.
Not the kind of hookup you're hoping for.
Yeah.
Not with a 3-year-old in
Hello,
there.
Linda Cobb. We are at the Petrified National Forest in Arizona. And hello, Camping Therapy. Thanks for coming in and watching.
Okay.
We're passing another stop here called Tawa Point. It's actually a hike where you can hike out and take pictures along the way there. We're going to skip that. And we're coming up on the National Painted Desert Inn. It's a historic landmark. Probably see it out the buggy front window up there in the distance. See, it's coming up on the Painted Desert Inn. Chena Point Painted Desert Inn. Is that a big? Is it a loop? I assume it probably is.
We're about to find out.
I hope it's RV friendly.
Alright, let's check this.
Yes. Whew. I see that car coming down there.
We didn't check it out.
We've got the Jeep connected, so we can't back up.
Everything is RV.
Can't back up with the Jeep, so
Weston,
we just have to make sure we have RV parking.
very excited about this.
That's cool.
Oh,
So do you guys have anything in your book about the Painted Desert Inn?
Do you guys have anything in your book
I
about
don't
it?
think so. I only saw the Painted Desert
Weston.
rim tail. That's all I saw. We were gonna keep it
Are we
Why
getting out
not?
of this one or no?
because it's in the back.
Okay, well, I think it's still unlocked.
Back of Rainbow Forest Museum.
Yeah, this is. I don't think there's any
Rainbow Forest
going in.
No, this is a.
Oh no, that's not it.
It's a historic inn, but it's not open right now.
Okay, Jaden.
Oh, it's
Oh,
called.
he's fine.
It's called
Jaden.
Painted Desert Inn.
Jaden, you can go out and get in the garage. It should be unlocked and get your camera.
Linda says hi, Chris, and kids too.
Hi, Linda.
It's called
I
the
need a
Painted
hat.
Desert Inn.
I need a hat too.
Yeah, it was in my
Because the wind's blowing your hair and your eyes.
I just
Because
like
you have
having a
bad hair.
hat because then I don't have glare off my forehead.
Thank you, Truett.
We're sitting at the National Historic Landmark Painted Desert Inn here inside the Petrified National Forest. Looks like some people are going to get out and take some pictures here as well. So we're going to enjoy the Petrified National Forest here for a moment. And how many of you watching have actually been to the Petrified National Forest? I saw that Castle Hives Brian was here back in 1985, a long time ago. It's just inside Arizona, right after you cross the New Mexico border, between Gallup, New Mexico, and Holbrook, Arizona. I think Chandler, Arizona might be the closest town. Not exactly sure. But it's in the middle of nowhere, basically. Right along Route 66, I-40. Just basically right off of I-40, so it wasn't a drive off the road way wasn't that far off the interstate, and actually you drive through. It's not a loop. You drive all the way through,
You can look outside.
and then you hit another highway, which takes you a little bit further down Interstate 40. So it's going to be a nice stop for us.
The next stop. Okay.
So are we getting out here, or are we moving?
Yeah, go ahead and get out.
I
Oh, go ahead. It sounds like I know True wants to get out.
Okay.
It wants to take pictures.
All right, let's get out. I'm going to go ahead and change it over to the other camera, full view, so that everybody can see a little bit better.
Oh, it is.
All right, the dogs are fine, and it's cool enough outside.
I've got the windows open.
Get the windows open.
Yep.
So it's cool enough outside. We don't need the AC on. There's a generator on.
I turned it off.
Huh?
Way to pay attention, but I've turned it off.
I knew that.
Okay, hold on.
Grandma, I need my pencil.
It's right here.
No?
All right, let's go check this out.
Well, you're just going to have to use this one for that list.
Anybody else coming? Go over to the sidewalk. There are cars right there.
Can I go?
Yep, go right over there. Come on. Come on, buddy. Let's show off your badge. Let me see your badge. Nice. All right, let's go.
Did you? Meteor crater?
We're gonna go to that later today, I think.
Oh, okay. The history of the United States of America, 1987, National Park Service, United States Department of the Interior. And also my mom and dad.
Are you brothers and sisters or just?
No, we're cousins. I just have sisters. That's my baby brother, that's my little brother, and that's my little cousin, that's my little cousin.
Oh, okay.
They are. They're over there.
That's quite a view. Yep, you can go out there. Hi there.
Deer.
Where's the
Antelope.
prairie dog most common?
I'll tell you, they live just about anywhere.
Oh,
They really do,
Oh,
but
okay.
mostly like the grasslands area.
Okay.
When you leave here and you start going south, there's a lot of grasslands there. You have to look carefully. And if you go into Blue Mesa, the drive is about a 3.5-mile loop. Sometimes I see the different antelope squirrels, which they're not an antelope, they're a squirrel, but they have a white tail. So I've seen those in that area. And ravens, lots of ravens.
Oh yeah, we saw a raven.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's kind of hard to spot wildlife here. It blends in so well, you know.
Yeah. What are the most common?
That, I believe that you'll find rattlesnakes here.
Rattlesnakes. Tell Grandma that one.
Snakes, which are not poisonous or anything, but they're not.
Hey, Landon, you're not supposed to be off the walk area. You got to stay here. That's protected area. Okay, stay on the trail.
Sure your children don't fall off the cliff.
That's for you guys to watch.
No, I got this one.
All right, guys, let's go. Let's go.
You didn't see snake.
All right, Peyton, we're going back.
Okie dokie then. Did you just see a snake?
Come on, kids. Kids and grandkids.
Oh, I thought. Well, I mean, we're only here for today.
All right, so that is the Painted Desert Inn area and viewpoint. They have restrooms here. If you need to stop, they are open. The inn itself is not open due to the COVID situation. The visitor center is. They suggest wearing masks inside the visitor center. They're recommended, but they're not required in Arizona. In Mexico, they were required and mandatory. Although in some of the smaller towns we stopped in New Mexico, nobody was really enforcing it. So we're going to head back to the RV now and move on down the road to the next viewpoint. All right, come on in. One, two, and three. That's everybody, right? Counted all my ducklings. I think they're all here, Grandma.
I just said
Who's Grandma talking to?
Are you thirsty?
Back here. Back here.
Landon.
Back here.
Don't drink
Weston.
all of theirs, please.
Back here, Weston.
He's trying to get. Yeah, your water bottle's up. Weston would like a drink.
Oh, here you go, baby.
You want to talk to baby Julie?
Water bottle, Landon.
All right.
Oh, she just got a drink. Oh, yes, she is. Yes. Yeah.
What?
Oh, you might lose her.
I said it kinda not. Grandma said we might just get disposable cameras.
Weston?
We'll have to show you lots of pictures. But we have these little badges because we're junior rangers now. While we're practicing. Yeah. We're going tomorrow.
Are we stopping everywhere they stop, or are we? I was just wondering because they're stopping at all the pull-up points, and not just the big ones. We can't stop at that one. There's not a big enough turnarounds. Because there's like 6 of these before we even get to the south side.
Driving right now and it's really loud.
Taylor, you're probably gonna lose the
Oh, Grandma.
Yeah.
I talked to the park ranger up there, and she said that a lot of the animals aren't seen very well because they blend in very well with their habitat.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and she said that she's heard that there were bears here, but she's never seen one.
Interesting.
Look how little.
There we go. Should have some sound again now. I accidentally muted. Another viewpoint called Lacey Point. The view is pretty much the same. A little bit more rocky terrain. And I think the next viewpoint is called Route 66 on the map here. It's it's right when you get back towards the interstate and the old Route 66. That, from what I understand from the pictures in the visitor center, there is an old Studebaker there. So we might get out and take some pictures. Looks like I see it up ahead here.
Looks like a bush.
Where those people are at way up there. I think I can see the Studebaker from here.
Okay.
You got your glasses on?
No.
You got your contacts in?
No.
Okay, that's why it looks like a bush.
No. If I have my contacts in, it would definitely.
So when you get off the interstate and go to the visitor center, there's just a small little loop up here. That's what we've been on so far. And then we're going to cross back over the interstate and just go south. And I'm not sure how many miles it is, but that's basically the drive through the Petrified National Forest. We're coming up on the Route 66 official stop here. We can get out if we want, or it's up to you. Whether you want to take a picture with them, or you just keep going. Or I can just take some video as we drive by. Do you want to take a picture with them, or
Yeah. Guys, I would like to take a picture of you with this car.
Chris is going to get out and take a picture with them.
Okay. We're not gonna paint it.
I'm going to check out a couple. Let's try this now. I assume you have sound now. The computer sound was not on, which is probably why you weren't hearing any sound. Get rid of some feedback here. All right. Where am I hearing the volume from? All right. I think we planned on being here for about an hour, hour and a half. I suspect at the rate we're going is going to be quite a bit longer. But that's okay. We've got a day or two built into our schedule. We'll just have to miss something along the way. Let's see what they're doing back here. Looks like Matt and Jessica caught up.
Weston? Who the hell?
Oh, yeah, he is. Hi. Weston, come on, Bubba.
Lost the
Okay.
kids. Kids in the bathroom. Was he in the bathroom?
Yes.
I remember
Get it? That's right.
I got that one, that one.
All right, we'll get on the road again here in just a moment. Counting cars as they roll by. Oh, the weather couldn't be any better, man. That's a beautiful temperature.
From
It's okay.
PRONG
Don't bring it up.
Can you type something? I did one. Now, what's number 3?
Ready?
Yes, we are ready. And it's going to be a while before our next stop.
Huh? No. You're good.
It'll be just a little bit of a drive before our next planned stop. Doesn't need to be any pull-off points or anything like that for a while. And then there's Newspaper Rock and Huerco. And a couple of these we're not going to be able to do. Which what they are now, but hopefully they'll tell us that before we turn in there. I think one's the Agate Ridge we can't do. I'm not sure what the other one is.
Hey, that's not how you ask for stuff. You say please. Where's Weston? You're gonna have to wait, Weston.
What do they need?
Well, Truett dropped his pencil, so I gave him Weston. Weston would like his pencils.
Pencils and furniture. What do you want to do damage?
Besides the TV.
Yeah, that's easy.
And in all fairness, the kids see not damaged.
So should we, yeah, the road's a little bumpy for the RV. What's our secret of driving with all the grandkids?
He has hearing aids that he can turn off.
Yeah, I have hearing aids I can turn off. And then I pretend I'm working sometimes. Not really. She thinks I'm pretending, but I'm really working. And we're driving through the Petrified National Forest. That's why we're not in Buckles right now, because it's slow going, not much traffic, not curvy or anything like that. So we're breaking the rules and not having seatbelts on right now. But actually, this is day 5, and the grandkids have been pretty fantastic, don't you think? I mean, honestly, I kind of wore the day 2 and day 3. I hit a wall in the afternoon. I was exhausted, but I'm not sure exactly. I think it was partially just lack of sleep, because we got a 3-year-old sleeping with us in addition to our Great Dane. We've kicked the Great Dane out the last couple nights, and last night was not too bad. But actually, yesterday, day 4, what's that?
For you. Because you put up the wall. I
I put it
have
up.
this much space up against
Hey, Blue
the
Wave,
side
Bob.
window.
Yeah, we're talking about trying to sleep with all these grandkids and dogs. It's been a bit of a challenge, but yesterday I held up. I didn't hit the wall until about 8 or
that was our longest travel day. Today's day 5. Day 5 with 5 grandkids. And right now we're driving through the Petrified National Forest. A little bit of a ways before we get to our next viewpoint. And that viewpoint is Puerto Pueblo and Newspaper Rock. I'm not sure. We kind of have to look and see if they've got the ability for an RV to pull off. Yeah. All 5 of them right now are working on their Junior Ranger boats. So you may remember from some earlier videos that Peyton, Landon, and Jack last year were able to do the Junior Ranger certification badges in Rocky Mountain National Park. So they were really excited to resume that at the Petrified National Forest. And actually Jaden and Weston are getting to do it for the first time. What was your favorite part, Bob, of the Petrified National Forest? You guys were here last year. They entered from the south and went to the north. It was awesome. We went into the north, from the north, going south. The south entrance is open, but the visitor center down there, I believe, is closed still. So we're going the opposite direction. But so far, it's been pretty good, and the weather is gorgeous. I mean, it's probably 78, 80 degrees outside. Sunny, but we don't even need the AC on. The teepees were cool. We're coming up on those 3 more stops. We'll be at the teepees. It's nice here because at Rocky Mountain National Park, we would not have been able to do it live because the cell phone signal and Wi-Fi in the mountains there is not very good. But in this case, it's screaming going on there. In this case, it's so flat that you've got pretty good cell signal so far. They're all excited. It's good. Love showing the grandkids nature, things of nature, getting them involved in stuff like that. Up until yesterday, they weren't on any electronics at all. So we had plenty of stops built in. Bye, Linda. We'll see you in about a week or so. We'll see you out there in Washington.
Is she still in Washington? Or did she?
Chris wants to know if you're still in Washington, if you haven't left yet from the stream here. So hopefully we will see you when we're out there. But our stops, the first couple days were every couple hours. We weren't in the car more than an hour, hour and a half. So we didn't have them on any electronics to keep them occupied, and they did really well. Yesterday we drove about 8 hours, and one stretch was about 5 hours straight. So we had them on the iPad and tablet, taking turns, watching movies, playing games, and they did really well.
Oh, you can do this one. I'm gonna have this open because I'm already working on it.
Charlie Grace, the drive has been beautiful. Pretty much, Oklahoma and Texas were extremely windy and flat. They probably were our least favorite, but we did quite a few stops in those that helped break it up. New Mexico, the terrain starts to change. I love the lava volcano area of New Mexico. Unfortunately, the Bandera Ice Caves volcano were closed due to the COVID thing, so we didn't get to stop there. But it's just so cool driving through, and that lava flow rock just looks like it's recent almost, because there's not a lot of growth on the lava flow there. So it's pretty impressive. Santa Fe Railroad coming over the top of it. What's up, guys? There's lots of a few, at least, walking trails that we've seen in there as well. There's one right back there that takes you right back to the visitor center that we stopped at. You can park and walk back. Yeah, it's not near as hot today, Bob. It's nice out, but it's still a little early. No, it's almost 11:45. It may heat up a little bit more, but right now it feels nice. It's up to you whether you want to pull off here. I don't really see anything to take a picture of here at this park. It's got bathrooms, but nothing really picture worthy there, I don't think. So next is the newspaper rock. That's probably the little park building or something. Basically look over the grasslands on that side over there. And let's see here, Crystal Forest. Yeah, I see that right down here. We'll make sure to stop there. We're probably not going to be able to take a hike. Is it worth just stopping and taking some pictures, or what's great about it, Bob? And Forever Best Friend, I see you're talking about a yappy hour. What campers want in dog-friendly camping? Well, of course, a nice fenced, large area is a must.
Weston.
What's that, babe? That is newspaper rock, so I would say yes. Let's try that one. Yes, it's got a big turnaround. I don't know what newspaper rock is, but it might be cool to see.
It has a big turnaround.
Yeah, it does. It's big enough for one, so it's good. Very glittery. The crystal rock is very glittery. Rocks all over the place, so we'll probably stop there for sure. What else do you like in a dog-friendly campground?
Do I like it?
Yeah, what do you prefer?
Actually,
Grass? Grass versus gravel in your camping area?
well, I'd rather have this be on an actual concrete pad,
Pretty bad. Grass with
like just grass. Because otherwise, if it rains, then if it's dirt or gravel, they bring it all in. I don't know, we also like the places that had like paths to walk the dogs.
Yeah.
And not just
Not just a dog park.
not just a dog
But some type of trail or nature trail or dog walk would be good. Definitely having the I get what took a tumble. Definitely having the whatever they're called, stations, waste stations, lots of waste stations throughout the park, so that you don't, if you walk out without your bags, you forget your bags, you don't have to do the walk of shame back. So we're gonna get out and see newspaper rock here.
or have people yell at you.
What's that?
I said, or have people yell at you thinking you're not going to
Yeah.
look after your dog.
We were at one park, and we were actually in the dog park, and it was dark, and when our dog did business in there, and somebody was playing bocce ball, came walking over and yelling at us, and we were cleaning it up, and he thought we weren't going to clean it up. And it turns out we ended up, they had Great Danes as well, and he was a nice guy, but he was right. There were a lot of people that weren't cleaning up after their dogs in that park, but we were not only cleaning up after ours, we were cleaning up after other ones as well.
Watch out, you almost step on the dog.
And Bob says behind the information center, you'll have the largest petrified trees. We went to the North Visitor Center, and there were some. There was a fallen. Yeah, actually, there was a large petrified tree where it had fallen, and there was a couple others.
We'll stop at the other information center on the south. It's not open, but maybe we can go see some of those as well. We plan on going through Blue Mesa as well. Let's go out and see what Newspaper Rock is about.
All right, you guys going out to see what Newspaper Rock is?
Yeah, I don't really want to.
Okay.
You guys can stay in here if you don't want to get out.
Preston, leave her alone.
Do you want to turn the generator on now or not?
It's kind of warm.
Yeah.
It's 11 across.
All right. Let's go take a look at Newspaper Rock.
Who's going?
I
Everybody but Jake?
Are you staying in or going, babe? Are you staying in here? Okay. All right, we're going to go that way, but wait for everybody else. Get out of Newspaper Rock here. I don't have my wind microphone on. Sorry about that if there's too much wind noise in the background. What's up? Drop your pencil? All right, come on this way, guys. We're walking out to Newspaper Rock in the Petrified National Forest. Okay, guys, we need to stay on the paved surface here. Don't get off the trail. Quite a view from here. How you doing? Good. How are you? Good. All right, they got some binoculars up here. You can look at the different view. Make sure these kids stay away from the ledges. I'm scared of heights, and when I have kids that are around places where they can fall off, I get even worse. Guys, stay away from the edges. Newspaper Rock because of the carvings, I guess. That's why it's called Newspaper Rock. Lots of petroglyphs here. All right, guys, you ready? Landon, scoot over to the next one. Let him have the short one. Jack, let him look.
This is the second time.
That's all right.
There's a train. Oh, I see a train.
Landon, let somebody else look.
Oh, like a coyote. What? Yeah. Didn't you mark it off on the paper? I did a train. I did a choo-choo train.
All right, guys, let's go. Come on, guys. Time to go. There'll be lots of other lookouts too. That was Newspaper Rock was what we were looking over here, right? Because all the petroglyphs are on the rocks.
It's not a crow. It's a raven.
That's why it was called Newspaper Rock. because it told the story. All right, we'll head back to the RV here and head on down to the next destination, which I think is the teepees,
Oh, yeah.
which Bob at Blue Wave said are really cool. Weston, you guys are all in front of Grandpa now, aren't you? Weston, you're supposed to be behind me. Supposed to be behind me.
Get behind Grandpa. You can't go under the road alone.
Not many trees out here.
You know these are petrified wood too?
What's that?
Are these petrified wood too?
I don't think so.
These might be.
I don't think so.
Grandpa, can we run to the thing now?
Yep.
Okay.
Just don't fall. I'm not sure why Jaden went to the wrong side, but maybe she thought it was shorter. And here comes Peyton.
Sorry, I was reading.
You're reading and walking?
Yeah.
Hi, puppy. You happy that you have your bed now?
He's gonna come and help me.
You happy you have your bed?
He's gonna come and help me.
The other puppy likes to sleep down here. Not much room to walk around.
Hey, Grandma, can I borrow your calculator real fast? Okay, I have to do a ratio thing. Here you go. We're both gonna need it. Ready?
We are ready.
Just gonna have to make it.
They did not.
No.
There wasn't even many stops along the way, so I don't know where they stopped.
That's a couple.
All right. We shall continue on.
Weston. Sit up in there if Mommy's gonna go for the update.
We might be
Get the
getting low
bug
on
side.
batteries here on my gimbal. My phone. Computer's doing fine.
Grandma? So it says scientists can measure the ratio of radioactive atoms and non-radioactive atoms. Wait, no, hold on a second. Hold on, I'm gonna have to read the whole thing.
Yeah, I can.
Yes. I would like to text Jessica and make sure they're okay because I left before they were all
Make sure they're okay.
I'd like to text Jessica and make sure that everything is okay because I left before they were loaded up.
Okay.
No, we're going to, I think we're going to a
All right, Jessica, where are you at? You all okay?
Hey, so Grandma, it's when you do a ratio, you
Plug my
call by the bottom, right?
phone in. It's getting dead. Got them there?
Grandpa,
There they are. We just found them.
Grandpa.
We just found them. They're running behind and slow, even though they don't have 5 grandkids. They got a photographer.
We had to slow down because there was a doesn't write what the same as a God.
All right. Next is the teepees. Next is the teepees. Hopefully there's
TVs.
hopefully there's enough room to pull off there on the RV. Because Bob says its teepees are really cool.
Grandpa, the children are talking to me.
What are they saying to
When
me?
you do a ratio, do you do the top divided by the bottom?
A ratio?
Yeah.
Yes. I believe
Yes.
so.
So if it says 25%, you have to put the percent sign in the calculator.
20, what are you trying to do?
This.
Dancing grandson, yeah. They like to dance. All right.
Yes.
This one right here, the 25% radioactive.
Yeah. But you're probably going to have, you don't have to read the comment. I mean, I did.
All right. We'll have to ask other people. My brain is not ready for math.
Really?
Really, seriously, this one's.
Wow, that's shocking.
Let me think about it. If the ratio of 25% radioactive to 75%, oh, I get it. Okay, 75% non-radioactive
0.33
atoms left in the corn cob, how many half-lives of carbon-14 have passed? Right. So it says the corn cob, 14 isotopes used to date of organic material that's younger than 50,000 years. The half-life of carbon-14 730 years. The ratio of 25% radioactive to 75% non-radioactive atoms left in the corn cob, how many half-lives of carbon-14 have passed? So I would say that's 25%, or wait a sec, 25% is radioactive, or 75% is non-radioactive. Okay, so what is the ratio? It's the amount of radioactive material. It's called a half-life.
You see the different colors right here.
Oh, that is cool. I can't show it now because I don't have my phone on, but that's pretty right there. Let's see if we can see some out the window. Probably can't see out the window. Yeah, you can a little bit. See out the window and see there's a lot of white limestone or calcium possibly in the rocks over on this side. That's very cool.
Look, baby. Looks like snow.
Spin this around. Since my phone's dead, we'll just spin the computer around. See what I'm seeing. My mind is stumped on that. I'll have to read it. I can't read very well about it. It's something. It's 25% is the radioactive. Half carbon's 5,700 years. We'll have to figure it out together later when I stop. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool scenery there as we're driving through this area. He's coming up here. Pointed rocks maybe. Come back to here.
Did we pass the Rainbow Forest Museum?
I remember seeing the museum.